We'll open up them a little bit later. Okay, everybody, welcome back. Did you enjoy your coffees? Treats? Actually, Fiona's food is gorgeous. They have the treats that are available out there. Absolutely stunning, lovely. Anybody get their metabolic rate done? Anybody want to share that information or anything scared to say anything? You're happy?
Very happy.
Brilliant. I like the idea. Happy? 11 years younger. Fantastic. I'm almost scared to do it. I do know dehydration. Okay, before we get to our next speaker, which is Sarah behind me, before we even get to that point, let's do something. Actually, Andrew's company, as I spoke before, T2 Digital, and Andrew and myself were the organisers from this side of the event that you're at today. Andrew has donated, or given, these are beautiful, really solid Bluetooth speakers in a lovely box. Not to everybody, so just hang on a second. But what I want you to do is this. I want you to simply just check underneath your seat. And if underneath your seat, at some stage underneath the chair that you're sitting on, you find an envelope. And it is covered. That's the chance. There's nothing in the envelope, it's just a red envelope, which means you can come up and you've won one of these beautiful Bluetooth speakers. So happy days. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Larry Malone from
Catholics Ocean.
Catholics Ocean. They're beautiful Bluetooth speakers. You can move them anywhere in your house. So there. Well done, Larry. Okay, excellent. So everyone's back in the room? Great. Our next speaker that we have talking this morning, just one or two more people coming in, is Sarah Metcalfe. Sarah's come a long route to get here, initially from Canada, all the way to Cambridge in England, and all the way over to Ireland here to get involved in our Happy Workplaces. I met Sarah a couple of years ago at Happy Workplaces London. I love what she does, I love what she talks about. She's got sort of two forms. She'll explain all this with Sure Pet Care. Pet Flap, is it?
Sure Pet Care, yep.
Sure Pet Care.
Yeah.
And she also has Happy Coffee Consulting. Sarah's just come from Barcelona, where she was talking down there at Happy Workplaces with them, and then you're heading off to Canada shortly as well to talk to them over there.
I am.
Shortly. So without any more, I'm just going to hand you over to Sarah.
Thank
Sarah,
you.
great.
I have to turn something on, right? Thank you. It's the first time I've remembered to wear trousers instead of a dress, so it's much more comfortable presenting, just so you know. So thank you, Stephen, thank you, Andrew, for this awesome event. I'm really excited to be here. As he said, I've got two hats, so I'm going to tell you the story about Sure Pet Care, which is where I work 3 days a week, and I'm the head of customer service there. But I do also do a lot of work with companies to create happy workplaces, and more specifically about how happy employees deliver great service. So that's what I'm going to talk about. I also use my talks really just to show pictures of cute animals that I either own or work with. And showing you pictures... You can't hear me. Okay. I have a very quiet voice. Uh-oh. Is that as loud as it goes?
I don't think it's on.
It's not on. Okay. Well, that's... Just a second. It's green. And... Henry, you were too loud and I'm too quiet. Is there a volume?
Is it that?
Yeah. No, I'm afraid it is just me being super quiet. So I will try to speak up. I apologize to people at the back of the room then. We have a fantastic company that we built. I joined when there was 4 employees. We used to work in a tiny old barn. We're now 10 years on. And we had our 10th birthday, which was fantastic. We were founded essentially to solve a problem for pets. And we've spent the last 10 years developing integrated technology solutions for pets. So you can now get a meow on your phone when your cat comes into your house if you really want it. Don't. It's really annoying. They do it about 45 times a day. We've got multi-award-winning products. And in the last couple of years, we were acquired. And actually just on Tuesday, the company who acquired us was acquired by MSD Pharmaceuticals. So going from a company where there was 4 of us, we're now part of a global organization with tens of thousands of employees. And what we do is we provide a higher level of pet care. So we're all connected to ourselves and to each other in a different way. And our company is really about providing a connected solution for your pets. To enhance the quality of their life and enhance the quality of our owner's life. and to then provide proactive care. So within customer service, how many people here have a customer-facing organization, maybe contact centers even? Okay, so we're in the same room. That's good. So really the future of customer service, there's a whole piece around digital and around people as well. And one of the things that you need to be doing is looking at providing proactive service. And that's where we're heading. You know, we don't want people to call us and tell us they had a problem. We're telling them they had a problem and we've already solved it. And one of the biggest things within the customer service world is that emotional intelligence is going to be the key skill, not just in customer service, actually around the world. When I was in Barcelona last week, the head of LinkedIn Iberia put up the top 5 skills for leadership on LinkedIn that people are looking for, and none of them are traditional management skills, and all of them would fall into that more emotionally intelligent. And those are the leaders of the future. We sell in 35 countries, so we're a big organization now. And anybody who knows Net Promoter Score, one of the reasons people like to hear us is that for the last 9 years, our Net Promoter Score has been anywhere from 90 to 97 across those 35 countries. We support over 1 million customers. And the real reason we're able to do that is because of our people, and hopefully this will play. So that's our founder. And what we found, actually, is that by taking care of our people, our customer service was really amazing. And I spent the last 9 years, really, since leaving a big organization that had all of the visions and the values that you want. And I came to work for what was at the time a small company, and everything was so much better. There was so much more to it, and I needed to figure that out. And at first I thought the secret was customer service, and then I went deeper and I realized actually it's about being happy at work. So I'd like to kind of take you a little bit on that journey with me. And the difference for us is our people, and why are people important? This is my favorite customer service metric of all time. 80% of people think they give great customer service, so organizations, and 8% of their customers agree. And I think you probably all know that. And within happy workplaces, Henry and I have had this conversation, I would guess that the metrics are about the same. Most companies believe in creating a great place to work for their staff. But probably around 8% of their employees agree. That would be my guess. And this is a fantastic picture by Andy DeVale, which just talks about why, as leaders, one of the problems we have, and that's the people who speak to your staff see 100% of your problems with your systems, with your customers, with your operations. And by the time you get up to that very senior level, it's not that you don't want to solve the problems, but you have so many people between you and the people who are talking to your customers that you don't hear about them. So how can you possibly solve them? So you really, within an organization, need to work on melting that iceberg of ignorance. And one of the best ways you can do that is to implement most of the practices that you'll hear today. 91% of unhappy customers won't do business with you willingly again, ever. And for every complaint, there's 26 customers you have that said nothing. So even though only one person is telling you you have a problem, it's definitely something you should look at. It could be your only chance to interact with your customers when they have a complaint, because a lot of people will buy your products or go to your business, and if they have a completely frictionless experience, they won't even think about it, right? So when you have a bad experience, you've got the opportunity to make that a remarkable experience. And the difference between a regular experience and a remarkable experience is people. Anyone who, and you can measure it in any way you want, CSAT, NPS, whatever the focus is, but realistically what you need to be doing is those 9 and 10s are, I think, something like 99.7% of the time because a person did something surprising for your customer. So if you're not having those great scores, it's your people or your processes that are stopping your people from delivering that service. Add to that, so we're going to talk a lot about facts and figures, because one of the things you find, and when I first started talking about happiness at work, other than when I was talking to Henry, you get people who went, oh, it's a bit hippie, and I'm Canadian, I'm from the west coast of Canada, which is quite, I grew up, my parents were tree planters, so I grew up in a very hippie environment, and people just didn't take it seriously. But I'm here to say, if you have any doubt about the seriousness of it, that's over. So if you add to all of the metrics that Henry showed, and some I'm going to show later, bad customer service, which is directly linked to employee happiness, the last year alone there was a lost revenue of $338.5 billion from poor customer service. That's a huge, huge lost opportunity. 39% of people will not do business with you for 2 years. And then on the other side, actually the cost of giving great service to the people who are already your customers, so they'll do business with you for 2 years from one positive interaction. And 60% of people will actually pay more for better service. And actually in times of austerity, people are way more discretionary with where they spend. So they'll spend it more on better service. So from a business perspective, giving great customer service makes sense. And in the future space of digital and AI, and we're all looking at how we can do that, there's a really fantastic gentleman, his name is Martin Hill Wilson. He does a lot of work on AI and customer service, where it belongs. And this is a great quote from him. So when do you use humans in customer experience, right? When we all need to be taking this digital further. But it's easy, right? When it's emotional, when it's complex, and when it matters to the relationship. Everything else, you can take away the transactional. But the people are what matters. And the great thing is that 49% of your customers actually just want to have a transactional interaction with you. They don't want an emotional connection. I don't want to go to Tesco buying milk and have an emotional connection with somebody. I don't want to go to Tesco at all, actually. But that's another story. But 51% of people, of your customers, actually want an emotional connection. So if you can use that hybrid of the great technology that we have access for now and hiring amazing people and keeping them happy at work, then you can focus on those 51% of your customers who want that emotional connection. And that's a huge split and a huge way to take away some of the pieces that people don't enjoy doing. You know, nobody in a customer experience or customer service role likes doing those repetitive things. Those are just the things they have to do their job. And you've got some fantastic metrics again around repeat purchasing, so loyalty and purchasing after emotional interactions. I have short time, so I won't go through it, but it's pretty simple. The nice stuff is at the top, and those people are more loyal and spend more, and the crappy stuff is at the bottom. It is very simple. That's from the Temkin group. So let's now talk about making people happy at work. Happiness at work predicts all of these things. So added to all of those factors, this has come out of the Greater Good Science Center at the USC Berkeley. So you've got 41% lower absenteeism. The turnover is huge. Within my organization, in 9 years in my customer service department, we've had 2 people leave, and one of them